1st of December, Rabbi Levitt, Hahaim.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Rabbi. Good morning again, Roy.
Good morning, Lou. We're on chapter first gateway towards the end of chapter 15. Last 3 or 4 paragraphs.
Right.
That's it's too easy of an answer. It's too easy. It's too easy, and it's unacceptable.
Sorry, what?
To say, "Oh, it's a machlokas."
Yes.
That's
We have to.
Too easy to say, and it's probably incorrect either. Also,
I
don't think so.
I'm sorry. What are you referring to as a machlokas? What's the disagreement?
There is no machlokas. There's no machlokas about the matter.
What's the matter?
The matter is like this. We're saying here that we have a Nefesh, Ruach, and Neshama, a 3-part component, spiritual components that Hashem gives to a person, and we're saying that this 3rd part is called Neshama, and that it's not inside the person. So the first 2 spiritual components are first part completely, the second part partially, but both are inside the person, inside the goof. So we asked. We know we have a bracha that we say in the morning in Birkas HaShachar, Elokai Neshama. And in the nusach of that bracha, it says, Ata ve'atam b'shamra b'kirbi. And you, Hashem, guard the neshama and keep it inside me. So we were wondering what is it calls the, according to the bracha, it says that the neshama is b'kirbi.
I see.
So we don't want to say that it's simply a machlekes between the bracha of in the one that composed the Birkas HaShachar has a disagreement with the Nefesh Hahaim. That's an unacceptable explanation of the matter.
I see.
Okay. Because this is one of the reasons why, if it's a good thing that a person should wonder about this. We find in the Nefesh Hachaim over here that he quotes so many Zohars, so many Kabbalistic Sforim, and primarily the Zohar from the Tanoim, from Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. And one of the reasons why he does that is because he doesn't want people to think that, oh, well, this is just my personal, this is just the personal opinion of Rav Chaim Volozhiner. This is what he says, that there's others that hold differently, and it's all, it's not really so clear, and blah, blah, blah. That's why he's quoting all these sources. In other words, he's quoting the sources as though to say that this is the view of this is the accepted view of the matter, because we have so many sources that echo the same view. Okay. Okay, so now we have the next, speaking of sources, he quotes another source, Zohar Chadash, on Megillus Rus. He quotes over here. I have a Targum HaZohar. I'm going to read from the Targum. Bim Zocha, if a person is Zocha, Oz Yoredis Alav, Gadlus Yesera Milamala. It will descend upon him from above a extra measure of greatness. Misoris Alav Milamala, Hisoris Kedusha, Beshora ala Adam, Umisabavasoi, Mikolat Stodim. It will awaken upon him from above a great awakening of Kedusha, and it will descend upon him and dwell not inside him, but umisavavasoi. It will surround him. The 3-letter shorish is samith vav vav. I'm sorry, samith base base. Sivuv. In modern Hebrew, that's what you call the that circle that the cars go around. So this is surrounds the person mikol atzadim, from all directions. But also his orus hashora alav hu mimakom elyon, and this awakening that descends upon him and rests amongst with him comes from a very high place. Mahi Shma, and what is its name? Neshama Shma. Its name is Neshama. So here we see another source that the Neshama itself, at the very most, it comes down and it surrounds the person from all sides. It envelops him, but to go inside, it doesn't do. That was the darga of Moshe Rabbeinu. That was for Moshe Rabbeinu. That was for Adam Arishon before the sin. But today, the Zohar says that as far as our connection to the neshama, if we'll be zocha, we have to be zocha for this. You have to ask Hashem. You have to be worthy, and do great actions to be zocha, to merit this. That the neshama will descend from its high place where it is, and surround the person, and like that, it will cause an awakening in the person of kedusha. So that's from the Zohar Chadash, what it says. Okay, so now we go on. We'll pick up in the reading in the Nefesh Hahaim, where it says, "Vehi hanosenes leha adam bina yisera." You see where that is?
Yes.
Okay, Lou, you see where it is?
Yes.
Okay, so it's your turn to read, Lou, if you would like.
V'hinei hanosenes leha'adam bina yisera. And it is that he gives to a person additional knowledge, bina,
Bina, understanding.
understanding. He gives to a person additional understanding. Lahaskil hasich lios hapinimim hagenuzim b'Torah hakidosha.
Right.
To understand and to know the essence or the inner knowledge. Hagenozim, I don't know.
Geniza.
Geniza is the where you put the used up Torah.
Right. It's so ganuz means that it's hidden away. It's hidden away and not really readily accessible at all. These haskolios panimim. These are very essential insights of that are hidden away in the Torah, and if a person is zocha, Hashem will give him his neshama a closer connection to his neshama component, and that will give him extra added bina, and he will be able to achieve an understanding and an insight which is hidden in the Torah, which is not readily accessible to a person who learns the Torah.
And this is like that which is written. I don't know this abbreviation. Samech Tav, Bet Samech Tav.
Kamasha Kosev Samech Tes, Samech Tav.
As it is written in Samech Tav.
Yeah, I don't know what that is either.
Lech Lecha. I don't know what ayin tet is.
That's the page number.
Oh, in Lech Lecha.
That's the dot.
779. Amid Bet.
Right. Yeah. In other words, whenever you see the name of the parsha, it's because a lot of these svarim are arranged according to the Parshas Shavua.
Right.
So they so just in addition to giving you the that it's on Daf Ayin Tes Amid Beis, it tells you that it's in the Parshas Lech Lecha section of this sefer, which we don't know what this sefer is. Samach Tov. Sefer Tikkunim, I would imagine.
Not
familiar with that. Not familiar with any of these svarim, but I'm certainly. I don't even know if that's the name of this. I don't even know if that's what this Rosh Teva stands for. We know we have Tikkunei Zohar, and they sometimes refer to it as Tikkunim. Here, it seemed that he's talking about some other sefer because he doesn't call it Tikkunim. It's Samach Tov. I don't know.
Yeah,
there's a lot of svarim that he's an expert in over here. Kabbalistic svarim.
right.
You won't find them in the Beis Medrash. these for him. Won't find them.
Nishama is Rav is Aras the Enash Bivina.
Right.
So
yeah.
There's an added neshama. What is le'enash?
I don't think this means the added. It means the neshama itself. The neshama component is aret. It awakens. It awakens le'inish in the person bavina. It awakens in him his ability to understand things. You need a lot of understanding in order to understand these Kabbalistic things here, and it's not a type of Torah that you just take somebody from the Kosel Maravi and you sit him down in a Shirin or Sameach, and what do you teach him? You don't teach him these types of things. You teach him Bava Kama. You teach him Kedushin, things that you can understand. He can access it with his own intellect as he has it right now if he applies himself. These are types of things that there's needed a Bina Yasera for. And of course, a training in the basics of Kabbalistic knowledge, and that's what Reb Barkley said that this sefer is. That's what Nefesh Hahaim is. It's simply a primer to the Kabbalah. He's brought it down. To us, it doesn't seem like he's brought it down so much, but Reb Barkley, he says he's brought it down as much as it possibly could be brought down for the person who's unfamiliar with these ideas and concepts and principles. He brought it down so that we can have some understanding of these matters. That's really what the Nefesh Hahaim is all about.
Mm-hmm. Uve Zohar Chadash Ruach Lamed Chet Amid Bet. In the Zohar, there's a new spirit which is discussed on page Lamed Chet. V'is ar bei b'chachmasa ila'a kule. V'is ar, I don't know.
This is the same word that we had in the previous selection. Neshama Isaris. And over here, you also see it. The shorish is tough. Ayin Reish. It's a I don't know if
Isarari.
It's an awakening, right? It awakens. And this is a very interesting idea I want to tell you that I heard from Rav Rosh Yeshiva of Yad Aron. He explained this matter. We talk about. He's talking about the whole matzav that we're in right now. He says that there's two types of things that people are engaging in right now, as a response to what is happening. Instead of just reading the newspaper about it or listening to the radio, but actually doing something about it. He says there's people that are machazek. They're in their avodas Hashem. They make a chizik in their avodas Hashem. And then there's something that's called a hisorus, like we say in the Chododi, hisori. What's the difference between them? In English, you don't hear so much of a difference, or maybe you do actually. But how do you translate chizik? You strengthen. You're strengthening your avodas Hashem. Okay, good. It's in other words, you're strengthening. It's always good to strengthening all the time. But hisoris, he said, is a different dimension of strengthening. Hisoris means to wake up. What does that mean to wake up? When a person is sleeping, he's not there. He's not there. And the difference between him being asleep and the difference between him waking up and being awake is like a night and day. And so it means that he has made a total like just he's made a total awareness of that he didn't have before. It's not just simply strengthening what he already had. It's creating something that he didn't have before. He has a whole new perspective, and it affects the way that he operates. So this, in other words, is a very strong, a total turnaround. A transformation is what we would call it. That's and that's the level that creates this that the neshama awakens the person, and now he has a bina yesera that he didn't have before, and therefore he's able to understand things he was not able to understand before. He's b'chachmasa ilah, not just chachma of Baba Kama, but chachmasa ilah. Ilah is elevated chachma, a higher chachma, things that are hidden from general view. But with Bina Yasera, a person can access them and understand them. Okay.
Va'ayin be'etz chayim. Look over there in Eitz Chayim. Zal, Zecher Tzaddik Livracha.
You have Shar Mochin, the Katnus.
Yeah, that's in parentheses.
Yeah, okay, so that's, then it says, okay, Zal over here means, see, that's one thing you have to know. Zal has two possible meanings. It could mean, like you said, Zechrona Livracha, of blessed memory, or it could mean also Zeh Lashono. And this is the language that is brought in the Sefer over there. So in the context of this sentence, he hasn't mentioned anybody in particular, a person. So and he has mentioned a Sefer. And so it would seem that he's saying we have to choose the second interpretation of what it means over here, Zal. Zeh Lashono. This is the lashon that is brought in the Sefer Eitz Chaim.
Ah, I see. Va'amnam lo kol adam zocher lazeh. However, not every person merits this. V'da ki mi sheyesh biado koach b'maasav kulei. And it is known that the one who has in his hand strength to act, the strength to act, etc. Az yiyeh lo zechira nifla'a b'torah.
Wow.
It is for him a merit.
No, zechira here means he will remember. He will remember. He'll have a zechira is his memory.
That he will remember.
Zechira nifla. He will have a wondrous memory. The Torah.
In the Torah. So if he acts strongly, then he gets a wondrous ability to remember the Torah.
Mish da. He says you should know. Ki mish yesh biyado. One who has in his possession, he has to his record. In other words, koach b'masov. In his actions, in his deeds, in his mitzvah observance, I suppose, he has koach. We would describe what he has as being he has great power in them. So then he gets Ozielo. He will have as a result of that, he will have a Zechira Nifla Batorah. Hashem will give him he will reward him. He will reward him with a wondrous memory when it comes to remembering Torah. Yavin kol razei Torah, and he will achieve an understanding in all of the secrets that are alluded to and hinted at in the Torah. These things are not spelled out 100%. They're Razei HaTorah. And the Kabbalistic Sforim, I suppose, are bringing out what are they based on? They're based upon just like the Talmud does it, Darshan's Psukim, right? To get out dinim. How do we know this? How do we know this is mutter? How do we know this is usr? How do we know this is tahor? How do we know this is tameh? It comes from it's originally sourced in psukim from the Torah. So over here, everything comes from the Torah. Also, even the Kabbalah, right? It's got to come from the Torah. There's no other place that it could possibly come from. Everything is in the Torah, and the Zohar is telling us things that are contained in the Torah. Okay, they were revealed they're revealed to Rav Shimon Bar Yochai, perhaps with Ruach HaKodesh. He was given that understanding. But they got to be contained in the Torah. They have to be alluded to and hinted at in the Torah. Can't be something that's not in the Torah. So that's why they're called Razei HaTorah. But what we see over here is that this is the difference. This is the difference between learning calculus and learning Razei Torah and learning Kabbalah. In order to understand calculus, you don't have to have any great mitzvah observance. No particular koach p'masav is necessary prerequisite. All you have to do is, use your mind and understand it. That's it. There's nothing more to it than that. But when it comes to these matters that we're talking about over here, this is a himmeldik azach. This is Hashem's Torah, and Hashem gives His Torah to who that He wants to give it to, and if a person has to be zocha, a person has to be meritorious to attain these types of understandings and insights into the Razei Torah, the secrets, the hidden things that are in the Torah. This requires that Hashem find favor with the person and give him a certain extra measure of understanding to be able to understand these things. And why does Hashem do that? Because he desires this person. Because he sheyesh biyado koach b'masav. So that's what we're learning over here. V'yisgalolo razei haTorah, and it will be revealed to him. It will be revealed to him things that are hidden and alluded to in the Torah. Ketikunan. According to in a proper and correct way, he will achieve that proper and correct understanding, because it will be revealed to him by Hashem. Ein lahalan ha'inyan b'shorsho ha'elyon b'tavim. And look further on the matter in its source. B'shorsho ha'elyon. Ein lahalan ha'inyan b'shorsho ha'elyon. Oh, I guess that's the name that'll be the name of a section in the Sefer. B'shorsho ha'elyon, in his upper source. Maybe that's referring to his neshama, which is not in the goof, but it's but see, the thing is like this: we shouldn't be discouraged that we don't really have a neshama inside us. Nebach, we're a goof without a neshama. Chas v'sholom. We see over here that it's true that this component of his spiritual makeup is not physically inside the body of the person, but nevertheless, if a person is zocha, Hashem could bring down this spiritual component, and it could surround him and envelop him, and he could experience a spiritual transformation and in his ability to understand the hidden matters of Torah. So it could have a great influence on him and an effect upon him in a very essential and foundational way, even though it's not physically inside him. Okay. And now we go to the next section. Zeu she'amar HaKosuv in Eov. Roy, would you like to continue?
V'zehu she'amar HaKosuv in Eov Lamod Beis Tes. Avein Ruach B'Anosh B'Nishmas Shaddai Habinaim. Shama. Neshama is the neshama of God, meaning that the level of ruach cascades down, impacts on, and enters into the body of the person. But neshama is a nachama of God, that with the breath of God, its essence does not directly influence and is not revealed in man, as it resides in the heights above, which within God's mouth, so to speak. But it is that which provides understanding to the sparks of light which are above the person, enabling him to intellectually engage in the depths of the hidden parts of the Holy Torah. So read that all in English. V'tzei lamar shekohinis haruach hu mashatalash lashel umushpat v'nichnom besod ha'adam aval המashama שהיא נשמה שדי רוצה למה ושמייס פיו יספורך אין עצמוסו מושפע ומסגלי בסוך האדם. כי היא מרשמיים תשכון בסוך פיו יספורך כביכול רק שהיא הנלסנס אליו בני בניצוצוי אורו עליו להיש כולו בעמקי מצפוני התורה הקדושו הקדושו.
Okay.
So,
okay, good.
Does that mean that we are sort of, in a way, physically connected with Hashem, or connected?
This part of the three-part spiritual component, which is called the neshama, is not residing in the person. It's nishmas piv yisborach. It's nishmas shakai. It resides, so to speak, with Hashem. But nevertheless, it's hashpa, its influence, and its ability to reveal hidden knowledge and insights to a person who merits it is nevertheless present, and it's just working from the outside. You can work from the inside. The ruach works on the person and influences the person from the inside the person. But the neshama works from the outside, and it could be that the reason is not simply that it's a punishment because Adam Rishon ate from the Eitz Hadas. For us, it's really the best way that we could have influence from this spiritual component of the neshama. And I believe the reason is because if this spiritual component would be inside of us, it would be too it would be restricted to such an extent by the physical body inside us that it wouldn't be able to have the positive effect on us that Hashem wants to give to a person who merits it. It has more power residing where it is, and just coming down and surrounding and enveloping the person than if it would be inside. If it's inside, it's sort of like in jail, and it wouldn't be able to have that positive effect on the person that Hashem wants it to have. So it's not.
Have a good Shabbos.
Okay, a good Shabbos, everybody.